Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video into the iOS 10 development course. In this video, we're going to be learning everything about images and how to add them on Xcode. So let's get started. We're going to open up new Xcode project and we're going to go back to main storyboard, which is basically just the layout, and this is where we're going to change a couple of things in terms of the layout and add our image to it. And the thing that we need to add image is called image view, which basically displays our image. We're going to drag and drop it into our layout. We're going to resize it just so it fits better. And we need an image. For that, we're going to do a simple Google search. Anything, doesn't really matter what it is. For me, I did cat images with no copyright, and I downloaded one image for us. And to get that image into our application, we're simply going to drag and drop it from here into our application right here, just up above the asset. I'm going to keep the same information right here, and now we have the image in our application. And to add the image on top of the UI image view, we're going to go on the right here. This is where all the functionalities of different things that we drag and drop from here are available. And on the top it says image. We're going to drop this down, and this is where we can see the actual image which we dropped into our application. And we're going to click that. And there we have it. And there are a whole bunch of different options which we can use to display images and stuff like that, which we will get into more details about that later on in the course. But for now, just to explain what these main things do, which is basically just a content mod. Scale to fill actually just scales the image up according to what the size of this box is. Let's see what aspect fit does. It just keeps the size of the image and makes it bigger in a way that it keeps the actual layout of the image the way it was supposed to be. Let's see what the next one does, aspect fill. It makes the image bigger. It doesn't really matter how much of it is cut out. For this application, it actually looks nicer this way, so let's just keep it like that. You can play around with the different mods and see what they can do. Let's talk about the alpha. Alpha is the same way as the text. It just makes it more visible or less visible according to the settings that you do with it. You can change the background, tint it if you have a PNG on the screen and stuff like that. These options, most of them would be the same, but hidden, let's just talk about that. Hidden is when you want to hide the image and at some point in the application you want to show it. Let's just actually quickly make an application which would use this function. Let's hide it in the beginning. Just drag and drop a label onto the screen. Label should simply say a very simple thing. Hello, cat. Nothing too fancy. We're going to increase the size. And we are going to keep it the way it is right now. Some of these constraints are not working, so let's just go back and delete them. Again, we are doing everything live here, so you guys know that it's not easy to be able to do all this. You just have to sometimes learn from your mistakes and stuff. Alright, now we're good. We're going to drag and drop a button into our layout as well. The button is just going to say, show me. And here, the size would be changed again. And this is okay. Alrighty. And in the beginning, we want the picture to be hidden. We also want the label to be hidden as well. And only the button is shown. It's not hidden. we're going to go into view controller. Actually, we're going to connect them both. So we're going to click on this button right here. We're going to have them both in front of us. We're going to hide the extra panels that we do not need anymore. And we're simply just going to link them all to our code. Label first, press Control, drag and drop, call it hello label. Background, Control, drag and drop, call it background image, and make sure that you have it, as an outlet. The next one is the button. Now for this button, we're going to have two different connections. One as being an outlet, and call it button info, just so we can use its status and the information it contains later on in the application, which means we're able to use that information and hide it or show it when we want. So everything can have two, or depending on what you're doing with it, might have more connections to the code. The second connection would be just a simple connection that we were working on previously as an action, and we're going to be using it, button action, and we're going to be calling it the button action. Everything else stays the same unless it's connected. Alrighty, now the property to hide or show something is called isHidden. And just like in regular conversation, when someone says isHidden is equal to false, that means it's not hidden anymore, which means it's showing. And the same thing happens, isHidden equals true would mean it's hidden. It's not shown. So let's just see how we can use that in our application. On the top, label, let's start from it. Hello label dot isHidden. In the beginning, as you guys remember, we had the box check that said isHidden. That means it will be hidden in the beginning. But in this function, which is every time someone taps the button, isHidden would be false. Easy as it is. And it's going to show. And the same thing is going to happen to background image dot isHidden. It's going to be false. So background is going to show as well. And the button. Now, button info is where we can use the information about the button and manipulate it, which means we can hide it or do a whole bunch of different things that we can do, like change the actual words that are showing, the text that are showing on it, and stuff like that. So, and button action is simply just a function that does something every time someone clicks on it. So that's why we're going to be using button info dot isHidden. We're going to make it true. Simple as that. And we are done with this application. Let's see if it works. Alrighty, in the beginning, just the show me button is showing. There's nothing else. If you click on it, show me button is gone, the image is shown, and the hello cat label is shown as well. The image is not as visible as it should be, just because of the fact that we have changed some of the alpha right here. And that is all I have for you guys in this video. I really hope that you guys understand how the buttons, images, labels are working. Let's go to the next video and make our next app, and I'll see you guys in there.